Hello everyone. I found out three things in a row, and I'll share them all with you right now just because it's fun. Number one, when you quit the game and restart, the weather effects go away, which is a little disappointing. We were hiding in here to get out of the heat wave, but it wasn't going to be a whole lot interesting of a heat wave, but it might have been fun. Nice. Those two raptors killing that poor little jerboa. Second thing is fixed my sound levels. They were a little low on a couple of the recordings earlier today. And third one is I have the recording resolution set properly, so everything that goes to YouTube is at least the proper size. So, fix lots of fun things. And for a reward, I will get to pet my little doggy. Let's get him a couple of levels too. Really, the only thing I do for these guys is put it into health. Kind of don't really need to do much of anything else with him. Forget if I'd done anything with behavior. Yeah, we don't need him to be attacking. Honestly, he should flee. He's not going to kill anything. He's not going to hurt anything. It's really not very interesting. I'm going to go take out those raptors down there because they're both fairly low level. Going 2 versus 1 isn't a great idea, but I kind of don't really care. They're both fairly low level. And they were not very nice to that jerboa, so, let's such wonderful sounds. I forget if it's better to chop them up with your cleaver, or whether it's better for the raptor to do it. But we kind of want the raptor to get the experience, so might as well do that with the raptor anyway. Plus, it's just quicker and easier for the raptor to get. It's not what I wanted to do. It's quicker and easier for the raptor to get the items anyway. Let's see. Started to put things into health. Let's see, level 29. Mostly we're looking for saddles. Gallimimus isn't very useful. They make extremely annoying noises. This is something we want. This is the best armor in the game for the weather problems that we have on this map. So fiber, hide, silk. I think it's all just going to be fiber, hide, silk. We need silica pearls. We can find those. In fact, they're most easily found at night, and they're most easily found down here. He did not take any damage. You'll notice I'm not taking damage from these falls on the raptor. He can fall pretty far without taking damage, but he will. I mean, it'll happen. So you can't just go jumping off of all sorts of cliffs, but you can sure fall farther on the raptor than you can on your own. So silica pearls show up in the dry riverbeds. They glow at night, so it just makes them obvious to get then. But they have a unique shape, so you can see them during the day. I don't think they're particularly close here. That's all it is. Sorry, I should be looking around a little more closely to make sure I don't get attacked by anything, but I get lulled really easily into a sense of security when the herbivores are just kind of taking it easy. All right, not a silica pearl, a silica pearl. So they kind of look to me like shells, which kind of makes sense for the silica pearls. They're a slightly different shape, but you can see they're also glowing very slightly there. So pretty easy to get. They'll generate here fairly quickly. You'll end up getting more of these than you could ever want just by doing this. Forget if the silica pearls are something you need for glass or not. I never make glass, but of course if you're actually going to design a fairly decent looking house, you should put glass in your things. And they're mostly for greenhouses. In fact, I think they might even be listed as a greenhouse wall when you get the engram. But let's go into the dark here. It should lighten itself up in a bit. At least I thought it did. Maybe not. Hey, guess what? No silica pearls in here. You could see them. Oh, but there are. There we go. So you can see what they look like more at night. They are extremely obvious. On other maps, they're actually underwater, but of course in this map, there's not a whole lot of water. So they end up on the dry riverbeds. So it's dark. Let's go put our cheaty brightness up, which is basically just to make it a better video. I mean, yes, I use this anyway, but come on, you won't be able to see anything otherwise. So, all right. So we were down here to get the silica pearls, but I did also want to see. Hey, look, there's some more. I did also want to see if there was some silk down here. I always get the silk flowers mixed up with the non-silk flowers, and I'm really bad at finding them. They're usually sort of right next to the riverbank, but not in the river. If you're curious about these large sort of dead dinosaur skeletons, they don't correspond to anything. They're nothing special on the map. There are places, though, where there are exposed bones that you can chop with your pick to get salt, but these are not them. They're usually smaller. No, these are not them, and they do disappear. So you'll hit them and then they'll disappear just like everything else on the map, and then they'll respawn. I think the flowers are the white flowers, but I just don't see them here. Nope. I thought I grabbed one over here though when we were running around avoiding carnivores and also grabbing a little bit of metal. And I thought I came across them here. I think before we go back up, we'll grab a little bit of metal, and then maybe we'll go back and see our friend that we met earlier today. Know which friend that is. You know, we'll see which one. But so let's see. What's our weight? Weight on the raptor isn't too bad. Weight on me is a little worse, so I can just use that as a guide. Which one is metal? Yeah, it's pick. I will just dump the stone. See, these aren't too heavy. Is there anything else I can dump that I really don't care about in terms of weight? Not really. This is the thing that's by far the heaviest. And at this point, my raptor is going to be a little slow. We'll just take this back up. I'm going the right way, yep. Doesn't matter how long you've been on these maps. Once in a while, when you just glance the wrong way, it immediately looks unfamiliar until you get your bearings again. I do want to go back and get the silk, but we don't have too much of a risk of bad weather for at least a little bit, especially now that I know we can cheat our way out of it. I really don't want to do that. I kind of want to actually experience the weather. It just means that I'll probably just stop the recording instead of actually leave the session, because you know, it's part of the game. Actually, it's one of the reasons I like this map, because of the weather changes make it more interesting than the other maps. I've not played the Aberration map, which is the one that came out after this. And that one has its own things. I don't think it has weather effects. It has other very much more annoying things with it. Having watched a couple of videos of people playing it, I'm not really super enthused and interested, and in fact I've never played it. Okay. Guess we can chuck the metal into here, turn that on, get that going. Get all this back here. I've got the oil in here. So you can make jerky out of the oil. Oil is useful also for making other things. I can make gasoline in here right now, I think. There's kind of no need to. If you put cooked meat in here, you can actually make jerky with the oil. I'm not going to do that, mostly because I don't have a lot of cooked meat, but at this point I probably should do that, because I believe this guy has quite a bit of meat on him. Oh, look at that. Upgrade pants. 10 to 10.4. Actually, the hyperthermic insulation, if it's higher. Ooh, 15 to 15.4. So amazing. Hey, it's an improvement. God, I'll probably get rid of that spear. And I'll leave him with a 40. I'll leave him with a 40. That's what he wants. Doesn't need any of these things. I'll just leave him with a bunch of meat. And then if I have, I don't know if I have any wood left in here. Nope. Just throw that in there and I'll go get some wood and we'll get some more meat going there. Because, you know, I'll probably make some jerky. One of the advantages of jerky over meat is that it replenishes the same amount of health, but it doesn't cost as much in terms of, or it doesn't, not so much cost. It doesn't, sorry, I saw that right there. That's even better. It lasts a heck of a lot longer than even cooked meat. So the cooked meat doesn't last too bad in your inventory, but the jerky lasts a real long time. I just never really think of making it and taking it with me. It's just not something I focus on much. Alright, all this junk is roundabout where it's supposed to go. And so I'm traveling relatively light. Oh, look, my water skin is almost empty. And in fact, my water is much higher than my water skin level. It just shows how bad the water skin is. By the way, I don't need any more of these spears. In fact, they are quite heavy. I'm going to make a pike, even though I mentioned I might not want to do that. The best thing about making the pike for me is that I know that as soon as I make it, I'm going to find a bunch of them in drops, but that's great. I'm now invoking getting a pike from a drop, and in its along with the pike, the drops that give you pikes are usually pretty good. So there's lots of other wonderful things to get from there. Wow, we've got tons of silica pearls. That is not a problem. When we make our armor in here with the silk, that will be where we need to make them. So, all right, almost ready to go. Love maintenance, just so exciting. Makes for wonderful videos. But it is nice at night, as you can see all the drops. Of course, there's none really close. That would be too good. I can't get to that one anyway. In terms of, I'm probably at a high enough level for that one right there. The pinkish purple one. Let's try and go there. What else do we have? Let's just bump you up a level. Definitely you need weight. Don't need a pet yet. You're almost completely useless. You're more of a mascot than anything. So we'll need to get berries and things on occasion. Alright, raptors with very little. Low-level raptors are generally better. You gotta bump them up in health first, otherwise they're almost useless. We want them to stay alive more than anything else. So he's at 1,000, so, or she is at 1,000, so we'll start bumping up the weight. We'll probably won't be riding her that much, so we don't really need the stamina, and stamina only is needed when you're actually riding. When they're following, they don't consume any stamina. And we'll get that when we get back. Can I get through this way? Yes, I can. Sorry, I have a little more junk in here that's got to go away. The rest of this will go over here. Alright. I don't really need to take the trank arrows with me because I'm not interested in I don't want to tame anybody immediately. let's go see if we can make it over there. Just gonna take the raptor. What do I want to give him? At this point, probably health is the most important. Okay. That was a little thing, so you notice that the raptor did that little animation. That can be a problem. If you're leveling somebody up very close to a fight, they've got to finish that animation before anything happens. So you kind of want to choose the timing of your level ups pretty carefully. Let's transfer this. Alright, that's at least ready to go. I have enough food. As you can see, it's actually fairly low for me, which is good, because if I get hurt, that just gives me a much quicker opportunity to heal. So, the way up to that mesa, at least the way that I like to do it the best, is over here, though, as you saw from our previous video. It can be a little dangerous, but so the biggest thing I need to do is just watch my watch the amount of whatever it's called. Sorry, just sort of watching the entertainment. I just have to watch the stamina on my raptor and let him slow down a little bit. So you can see there's some metal right there, there's some metal right there. So there's lots of good places to get metal. It's like they're having some fun time with that pig, so I'm just going to let them go and continue up here. Oops, I hope he's not being chased by anything too interesting. It's probably just aggroed by the same one. We'll get to the nice little area here, but we're going to go above because I want to avoid the Caprasuchuses, which were those jumpy crocodiles. So those are the mini crocodiles. Whoa. Who's that? What is this? Oh, one of these. Raptor saved me. Raptor saved me again. Microraptors. I hate Microraptors. Okay. This is why you want to have a good animal on your side. He barely got hurt. So, there are a couple of small animals that will knock you out. Troodons and Microraptors. They both kind of look similar on the ground, which is nice. Basically, if you see a small thing flitting around on the ground, especially at night, go the other way. Oh, that guy just tried to jump at me. That was a kitty cat. He missed. Oh no, he's going after the moth. Anyway, I shouldn't be taking this so casually. It's alright. I mean, the raptor should kill just about anything in the area I'm going to run into. Here's another one. It's funny, I thought I was within range. I hate this because I can't see a bloody thing. I'm gonna... 45. Okay. I can get a green one. Like that. Let's see if we can make it over there. Obviously there are some interesting dinos in the area. I always like to keep my eyes on the happy little herbivores who save my butt time and time again. Though now with the raptor we have a nice carnivore that can save our butt time and time again. What is that? What are they chasing and what are they that's chasing it? Oh, it's hyenas, but I'm not sure what they were. Hyenas are actually pretty nasty. I do not like tangling with them on the ground. They'll take care of my... let's grab everything. I don't think any of that was particularly interesting. Make sure the hyenas aren't coming anywhere. Nope. There's some pretty good... there's some pretty good places to build over here too. It's just so far towards the edge of the map that I'm not terribly interested usually in coming over here. So this is a decent area. I mean, especially if you don't mind dealing with those stupid pegos, little thieves. Let's see if these guys are saying anything. So if they're not saying anything, you don't have any interesting weather coming up along. That's what the Drabos are for. I think This is one of our bones we can get salt from. A little bit of stone as well. So salt, what's it good for? You have preserving bins here that you can make preserving salts here, which make things deteriorate more slowly. Not really sure why you necessarily need it on this. I want to get rid of that. We don't need any stone. There's no need to carry stone around when you have a raptor that does not have very big carrying capacity. And if these guys are just making the little rrr sounds, that's perfectly fine. That's what he just did. I should probably one of these days tame one of these guys, but it's going to be a while before I do that. Mostly because I don't really feel the need to punch them. Once I start traveling very far from home, I should probably do that. What did I get, by the way? I didn't even look. Cook pot, box. These are not very useful because they'll only protect you from the cold. They make you, the leather stuff makes you overheat in the heat, and of course, this is a hot map, so we don't really need any more of that. Somewhere along here is an oil patch, and you can get an oil derrick from a drop. Oh, pig. Don't want to deal with pig. See. Oh, lots of things. Oh, stole my cooked meat. Stinker. Alright, I gotta run because I saw... Well, he's getting chased by somebody else. The gallimimuses are very, very, very fast. But it also means that they'll run out of range of some of the other animals. He took my cooked meat. I actually don't have very good food with me at this point. But... Let's see where... Oh, that's another one of the thieves. Really? I just don't want to have to deal with them anymore. They're just annoying. They take a little while to kill. They steal all your good stuff, and they can steal like your weapons, and if they hold them for too long, they destroy them. And for too long is just like 10 seconds, maybe 15. So as you can see, there are some interesting friends over there. Let's get out. See, really? Okay, can I get anything without this? Gallimimus, very low level. Lystrosaurus, seriously, they're just sitting there hanging out. Puppies. Puppies are sitting there hanging out, getting no attitude from anybody. Alright, let's take a look to see about these raptors. I wouldn't really want to... I wouldn't want to tame one here. 16, 12, they're also really low level. I don't really want to get involved in killing them here either, because if that capro jumps up behind me, what capro does is he unmounts you, and then he kills you on the ground. He traps you, pins you, and kills you. So they're not a whole lot of fun to get in touch with closely on the map. They're one of the few animals that I just like to completely avoid, just because of that jump. Hey, look, I'm cold. That's something new. Can't complain about that. Hello, camel. No, that's not a bone. So we can come here up to this little area. Some people will build a little base on top of that once you have a flyer. We're going to need to get some saddles for that. There's another raptor. Let's see what level that one is. Ooh, 100. That would be a nice one to have. It's also bonded to another one because it did have a heart on it. Fortunately, I can't really see anything around here. It's probably on the other side, and I don't want to get too close. But of course I am. You can see out to the deserts. There are interesting things out in the deserts there. Parts of the story are out there as well. That's something I haven't actually done much of on this. Is gone through the story, mostly because we're already on the second map. If you start on the regular island map, you can get a lot more of the story through there. This always, I thought, looked like a fun place to build a area. Let's open this box. Alright. They're supposed to have notes in them, I think because I've already been here on this map. So it's not actually popping up the notes for me. But the nice thing is that you always want to open those things while you're riding a dino, and preferably your best dino, because it doubles your rate. It's like petting the Lystrosaurus. It at least doubles. I think it doubles your rate of experience gain, and it also, you'll gain experience from doing individual things in the game. So if I kill something with my raptor will make we'll get double the experience out of it. And then of course just by opening it you get experience, which is why we have this level thing, which we'll just go ahead and do. Oh, got a ton of levels. He got a ton of levels. Alright, let's do a couple of the way, and I do happen to eventually like movement speed. Hey, I got 2 for me. I'll do fortitude and health. And because I got 2 levels, we actually have a few things. You should never do this while you're out if you're worried about things. I can't use the sword. I am so bad at using it. Plus, I'd prefer to run things from distance, so I never use it. Metal sickle is good for getting lots of... whoops, that was the wrong button. It's good for getting lots of fiber, but, you know, how often are you short of fiber? Alright, I think I'm going to go down to our regular brightness. A little dark, but you know, it's early morning. This is what you'd expect it to look like here. Oh, hey, zebra. Scaredy zebra. Just gonna run away. Bugs, ARK bugs, love it. Can you make it up there? No, you can't. Let's see, what do we have here? Just looking for those other raptors. Not really. I mean, if you want, you can just farm easy to kill animals like the jerboas and the Lystosauruses and things like that for experience, but it's kind of not really the point of what we want to do here. There we go. He got out. He'll run away and get attacked by the capro, or maybe a couple of the raptors that were here. It's funny, I don't really see anybody. Doesn't mean they're not hiding, but let's go down and find them. Anybody want to play? If I get nailed by the capro, I am totally gonna jump. I see him out there, so we're not gonna go in. I just don't remember. That's the big thing, is I don't remember what bug. I don't remember. Oh, another. These pigs are everywhere. More pig. I don't want to deal with them. I really don't like them. They have far too much health. You, pig, can go bug that ankylosaurus. That is a rock golem. Okay. Rock golems are extremely powerful. They look like rocks. So you can see how it transforms into a rock. I mean, once you know what the rock looks like, you know, they're all the same shape. Their quote-unquote hidden rock shape is all the same. They're very powerful. They are good dinos. Ha, dinosaur. It's a dinosaur game, right? Rock golem, dinosaur. They are good tames to have on your side. Unfortunately, I have never tamed one. They're difficult to tame. I think you need to tame them with cannonballs, if I remember correctly. I have never even gotten the cannon, much less a cannonball with it. So, I mean, that would be kind of fun to try. Let's see, that is just a blue drop there. I was kind of hoping it was a multicolored one, but I guess not. Got some meat, so we're good here. Is there any other drops that we could get? I think that's just a regular yellow drop. It's always hard to tell from me to tell the yellow from the multicolored drops. but there just aren't very many drops right now. Well, I guess we could go down and just take a look, see what level we need to get the blue drop. Oh, whoops, that Anki's stuck, but I'm going to be too because I just slipped too far. Yep, so he took just a touch of damage there from that from that fall. Alright, so I'm going to have a look down here just to see what everything looks like. Sometimes there can be some fun dinos down here. When we get to the point of getting a Rex, in this area it's very easy to get Rexes by moving back and forth in certain spots. So let's see, there was a Raptor down there, but I gotta be faster on the draw. Oops, well, looks like we're taking the slippery way down. Luckily you can get down pretty easily by just hopping there. Alright, there's 2 Raptors there. I can never follow them well with the spyglass. So if they're running, I've got no chance of no chance of actually figuring out what level they are. Because if they're low level, I want to kill them, and if they're high level, I want to tame them. So I can see which one's the low level one. It's funny how one of them just loses interest so easily, which is the low level. Let's see if we can get a beat on that one. 8, wow. See if I can get the other one, maybe crossing. 16, fantastic. Let's kill him. Come on. Come get me. Okay. So one of the fun things to do down here is actually clear the whole place out of carnivores. Because the riverbed's kind of a fun place to travel in. There's going to be a raptor there, but I don't know the level. Let's see if we can get a bead on them. Oh, Terrorbird 60. Don't really want to mess with that. And there's honor among thieves, as you can tell. Ooh, Raptor 76. And he's got a buddy too because he's matched up. So there's quite a few. And there's a Capro because there's a little bit of water right over there. So the Capro will live in the water. And yeah, there's quite a few carnivores over there. As you can tell, they don't attack each other. They're perfectly happy to work together and not eat each other, which is, you know, disappointing. Alright, Raptor's got to level up. Let's give him just anything. Feel better with health. Hope you're not drawing anybody over here, Mr. Kangaroo. I like the kangaroos. We'll get one at some point. I just like them visually, though. I don't remember if they're particularly useful during the course of the game. But this is a pretty decent area to keep clear of carnivores because you can get a lot of stone here. There are a number of metal nodes that are hiding, as well as the 2 ones that we've seen out there. Of course, you can get water here, which we'll just stop off and fill our water thing. I believe I'm almost out of food as well. So let's see. Silk. Okay, so it is the mostly white, flat white flowers that give us the silk. Alright, because we do want to get that other armor, because not only is it better armor for the elements, it also actually is just more protective armor. Okay, come on. Come on. Oh. Hello, game. You're not going to give this to me, are you? Oh, what a tease. Let's go all the way down. I just want the silk. Okay. Stupid game. Alright. Any others? Any others here? Nope. Oh, he's following me. That's kind of nice. So that's one of the things that's handy is if you set your dino to follow you, of course, you can just wander around and he's never too far, which is nice. That's you can do it with whistle behaviors if you have the key commands memorized, or you can do it with just with looking at them closely and choosing from that little choice wheel. All right, should be able to get some good stuff from here. The game sort of, in many ways, randomly chooses which thing you're grabbing, including just having you grab some of the other plants around the sides. I forget how much it is for each one of these things to make each one of the outfits that we want. But we'll just grab everything that we can here because there's not really a whole lot that the Raptor isn't going to be able to take care of because our Raptor is higher level than almost anything that can spawn. It's never been clear to me when you set the difficulty level up to 5, whether it's maximum of a level 150 or level 180. It's supposed to be 180, but I have to say I generally see 150 as a max. I think what it is for some dinos, it can be a max above, but I don't know which dinos allow above 150. I don't need any of these. Might as well transfer these over. I don't need that. It's funny throwing away stuff like, ooh, plant species Y. I totally don't remember what plant species Y does. Oh, these are nice. Rare flowers. They are used in a couple of special things. I'm just getting rid of all the things I don't need for weight. I really should toss these, but actually that's taking up a bunch of weight too. I should go back. Let's see. So we got some silk, so that's nice. We're going to need to hang out in this area for those to respawn. I don't know what the respawn distance is for the game. So when we're at home, I don't know if stuff will respawn down there. Plant species Y, I know plant species X does. That's in the island map, and it's sort of a nice defense mechanism. It shoots little things at aggressive dinos that go by, and it can actually kill them sometimes. Plant species Y is a trap, and it doesn't last very long. So you could set a little trap, and it'll actually snare small things that go by your base, but it's pretty much useless. It's fun more than anything. I guess that's what I would qualify it as. It's a fun little thing if you want to set them up, but it's not really worth it. All right, so we did a little bit of exploring. Didn't die over at the oasis underneath. We got a Rockwell recipe. You can. So this is how you can make certain special things. This will keep you warm when it's too cold out, which is almost useless on this map, but is great on the maps that have very cold areas. You don't need to know that recipe. You can make it at any time, but this is what tells you exactly what the recipe is. All right. Let's go pet you. And we'll just put this stuff away, and we'll see. We can't make anything. All right, silk. Oh, well, we need hide and fiber. Hey, I've got hide right here, and tons fiber. So what can I make? This one takes 24. Oh, sorry, it takes 12. The other one takes 15. I'll just make that. And we'll probably wait on these. So I made the top, which is good because we had this slightly better pants. So, it's a nice match. We've got a lot more protection, so you'll notice that a hyperthermal insulation from this is 362, whereas, that's my total hyperthermal insulation. Nicely done. You notice that is 25. This is 16, so it's not a huge difference, but it's a noticeable difference. Actually, I thought it was better than that. That's pretty pathetic. Anyway, let's go ahead and chuck this on the Barbie here. and we'll find a little more. Oh, he's still following me. Oh, we'll go get that drop too. Actually, I have something on me that's heavy. What is it? Let's get rid of the heavy stuff. That's heavy. Oh, it's assault. And that's heavy too. I'll get rid of that stuff. Just whatever. Okay, fine. Let's go. Last thing. So we'll go get that drop, assuming it's still there when we're done. See if we can get down here without hurting anybody. No, not too bad at least. Okay. So our weight, yeah, it's not great, but we're doing well. All right. Kind of don't really care. Can run in here mostly willy-nilly, especially when you're just sort of keep your eyes open for happy herbivores. That's useful, that's useful. Fly me a saddle. I don't really care about these things. I mean, torches are nice, but they're kind of only useful if you don't put up the brightness at night. I do, just because I think it makes sense. It seems weird to have a giant moon out every night and not be able to see at least a little bit. It all depends on how you want to play. Play any way you want. And in fact, you know, some people have servers where you can't change the gamma. That's one of the many, many, many settings that you're allowed to switch in ARK to see whether you want people to be able to do things like effectively be able to see at night. All right, that wasn't. Oh wait, there. Now he won't follow me around. That was pretty good. We can always use more power for our refrigerator. And we can now start making some nice jerky. So that'll be nice to have. Let's get rid of this. Oh, and I think the flowers go bad, so they should go in here as well. Flowers are mostly useful for taming the Lystrosaurus, and you do eventually need more than one because the Lystrosauruses only have a fairly narrow range in which they affect. So you do kind of want to make sure that you keep enough Lystrosaurus around to cover all your dinos. The more dinos you get, you're going to need a lot more spread of those Lystros. We'll get that later. You can usually tame them at this point with just a single rare flower. Feed them once, you got it. So that's where you can get like a high-level Lystro. Ooh. A high-level Lystro just to get more health in case it gets attacked. All right. Well, we have now a tradition of interesting weather as we end the video. And I was going to end my session as well, which means this weather is going to go away when I log on the next time. All right, so this is the other interesting weather phenomenon we get around here, which is lightning storms. And what do? I mean, they reduce your visibility a little. They don't make it excessively hot. I don't think they make it excessively cold either. I'm not seeing anything right now. I'm just going to have a peek at that raptor. Yeah, 28. But what they do is they will interfere with any mechanical devices you have. We're going to be getting there pretty soon when we get electronics in the game. Yeah, you know, dinosaur survival, old stuff, electronics. We will get generators and refrigerators and things like that, and the electrical storm, I believe, cuts them out during the time of the electrical storm, which means that your stuff starts to go bad more quickly because your refrigerator doesn't work anymore. It doesn't actually work against these, so you can always keep these as backup because they're just powered by spark powder. In any case, that'll be it for this one. We have a nice little electrical storm. It's even happening around us. They're actually localized on the server, so you could be far away, and you'll just see this happening in the distance. But here we're getting the little lightning flashes all around us, which is kind of cool. Well, this was fun. Got to take a little tour, got to see a little more weather. We'll definitely go farther that way next time because we've kind of hit most of the key spots up here. There's still more to see up here, but we'll head this way next time. Alright, well, you guys have fun, and I will talk to you soon. Goodbye.